When you are developing your operation strategies fall into about 9 different categories. So let's look at each one of these. Your operation strategies can be facility related, in which case you're looking at specializing a particular location for the production of a specific good. So what are your facilities doing? Are they specialized? Your strategies might be capacity related. So here we're looking at the size of production. So at a particular facility, how much are we producing? Does it match forecasted demand? And if not, what are we going to do to fill that gap? Our strategies can be related to vertical integration. So are you going to own or control part of your supply chain? So maybe you have a company that's been providing some of your materials, or you've been outsourcing some of your production. Are you going to move that in-house by that company that's providing your product? So vertical integration is where you take over parts of the supply chain. If you're not going to have vertical integration, then maybe your strategies are related to vendor relations, those other companies that you're working with on your supply chain. You'll need to work with other companies to improve your quality. So if you are outsourcing part of your production, then the quality of your final product is going to depend on the quality of those parts that you are outsourcing. So you can address the relationship with your suppliers and improve the quality of your product. How close is that relationship with your supplier? Are they at arm's length? What level of information sharing are you doing with that company? The next type of strategy you might have might be related to product mix. Maybe you're offering new products. So here we're looking at variety, the rate at which you introduce new products. So strategies related to the type of products you offer, when you release them, and so on. Your strategies might be related to the process type and technology that you're using. So here we're looking at strategies related to how we make our good or provide our service. So are we making our product in batches? Do we have the ability to tweak it and customize it for each client? Are we using an assembly line? How much automation are we using? So strategies can be related to that. Your operation strategies can be more along the lines of human resources. So here we're looking at strategies related to training, motivating, appraising or evaluating the performance of our workforce, rewarding good work. So your strategies might be related to that. You might have strategies related to quality. And so this is quality in the design, when you create the product, what it looks like, how it works. Quality in the process, so when you go to actually make the product in your manufacturing, are there defects in the process that are impacting quality? What are the strategies for improving that? Does your product meet the specifications that you have? And lastly, we have infrastructure. So here we're looking at the use of computers for scheduling. What are you using to plan your inventory levels? So are we looking at material requirement planning, just-in-time delivery? What is the setup in terms of managing how your company is operating? Well, let's look at Redger College and their operation strategies. So which categories do these fit in? So offering an accounting major for the BBA, an HR grad certificate. These are all product mix and new products. Okay. When we look at offering the Business Admin diploma online, creating greater flexibility. Here we're looking again at the product mix. So in this case, it's a different product because of the way that our customers can access it. When we bought the theater across the street, Then we're looking here at capacity. How do we increase the size of the classroom so we can have more students coming in through our program? So companies, whether you offer a good or a service, you're going to come up with operation strategies, and they're going to fall into one of these categories. We also have some generic strategies that companies can use. For example, you can have low labor costs, can be a strategy. So how can we lower the cost of our labor? We could have a scale-based strategy. And here what we're doing is we're looking at increasing capital, so using more mechanization, decreasing the amount of labor. The benefit of this is that as we change the amount we produce, we don't have the increase in cost to produce more because we don't need additional workers to make more. The machines are able to produce more product. You might have a focused factory strategy, and in this case you're going to have narrow product lines. Your location is going to focus on a specific product. So if you think about Toyota or Ford, they have factories that make a specific product, that make a Ford F-150, that make a Ford Edge. They're different locations that make different products. So they have focused factories. You might have flexible factories. That is, a particular location offers variety or customization. So if you have a product that you are producing small quantities of each, you want to look at, is your factory flexible? Does it offer the ability to adapt and provide that variety or customization for our clientele? You want to look at having a continuous improvement strategy. So this is related to quality. And the idea here is that you are continually improving. When we talk about quality assurance, preventing defects before they happen, once we identify quality issues, improving them. We'll talk about quality management later this semester. We're going to look at continuous improvement strategies. Is your company constantly looking for new ways to improve the products and what you make? You might have a time-based competition strategy. So in this case, what you're doing is you're looking at reducing the time to accomplish tasks. So can you make your product quicker? Can you get it to the customer quicker? Is there greater turnaround between when they place their order and when they get it? Can you decrease the delivery time? And finally, your last generic operation strategy would be whether or not you should be outsourcing. All right, so are you going to buy your parts from another source instead of make it yourself? Okay. Now, which operation strategies you choose should tie to how you position your company. Remember, there are 4 positions. There is cost, quality, flexibility, and delivery. So these strategies should align with your position. So for example, you would use a low labor cost strategy if you were positioning your company based on low cost. You would have a more focused factories, so narrow product lines, likely if you're focused on quality. Of course, the continuous improvement strategy also focuses on quality. Flexible factories, so that variety customization would align with a position of flexibility. And time-based competition strategies would, of course, align with delivery. So you're going to choose operation strategies that match how you want your company to compete.